And we are live.
Yay! All right, now I didn't set something right. I see that already. We might have to reset that, but it'll just, I'll remove it. I don't know which one it is, and that just means we gotta, that's why I wanted to test it earlier, but no, I didn't want to confuse everyone. I'll
Oh,
just
it was
confuse you this
working,
way.
and you killed it. It was
Oh,
working.
okay. They said it wasn't set right. Oh, well, was that the Trovo or was that the Rumble?
I would have no answer because I don't think you said it right.
All right. Well, anyway, let's introduce our guest. We have Jennifer Alvarado from North Carolina. See, now I want to make sure I had that right. There is another one that popped up here. So something is not working right. What do we do now?
Well, now we're gonna take
Remove it.
that out.
Yeah, remove that one. There you go. All right. Sorry, Jennifer.
You're fine.
These settings on some of the other sites are not working for me for some reason. I'd like to take a match to them myself, but anyway. All right, don't get upset, everyone. Calm down. But anyway, you're in North Carolina, you said,
I
correct?
am. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, one of the first questions I'd ask you, because I only know you through Caden Gordon, and thank you to him for connecting us.
Thank
And
you.
there's Ufiatori. I don't know if you can see the chat or not, but so how long have you been doing music, performing or writing or?
Yeah, so I got started writing.
In other words, tell us about yourself, Jennifer.
Okay, that's what she's doing.
Okay. So I got started when I started writing when I was about 4.
Oh wow.
Little songs and stuff and recording them. And then I got involved with music through church and through school and stuff like that, and just kind of kept adding stuff as the years went on. And I've only actually been doing full-time music for the past 2.5 years, going on 3 years. And I had released things in the past as far as a Christian album back in 2015, but never really pushed it or pursued it. And then with the pandemic, I started releasing more of my country pop stuff, and it kind of took off and had a life of its own.
Nice. Yeah.
And so with that and with the just forward motion of that, I sort of decided, okay, if I'm going to do this, I need to do this, and just kind of jumped headfirst into it.
And what I heard from your 2 songs that you have that you sent me, I like those.
Well,
And if you can share that Christian album with me, or share a link with me personally, and then I'll be sure to play it on my on my Mixlr channel that I told you about.
Okay. I definitely.
Now, we did manage to make the 110,000 total listens, by the way.
Oh wow!
So we went from August 1st. We went from 100,000 to 110,000. We crossed over that like sometime last night.
Nice.
I was like, where did that come from?
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a big deal. I didn't even do anything. I just played my normal shows.
That's the best way to do it.
So, what is you grew up where, in North Carolina, or?
I did. I grew up in North Carolina, small town Hickory. It's about
I know that.
Charlotte. Yeah. And then when I got married, we moved about 30 minutes outside of Hickory to a little town called Vale. So that's pretty much where I'm based. And then I spend a good chunk of time in Nashville. I go back and forth there every other week or so to work on writers' rounds and co-writes and stuff like that.
See, I was in, like I said, I was in Kannapolis, North Carolina. And I used to go over to the racetrack, Concord Motor Speedway. They changed names like several times now. I don't know what it's called now, but it was called Concord Motor Speedway. I used to deliver pizzas for Pizza Hut in Kannapolis, and I used to deliver to the race car drivers.
Oh,
I was able to deliver one, which was out of our delivery area, but because he spent a lot of money on pizzas, we took it out there to a Dale Earnhardt's family, his mom, you know, and that was incredible, to meet somebody like Dale Jr.,
yeah.
And but I went to the Rusty Wallace garage where they were working on car number 6 or whatever it was, and a Waltrip family, you
Yeah.
know. And what was interesting was when the driver paid for the pizza, we'd always get good tips from them, right? Well,
Yeah.
say if you go to the house and the kid comes out with the money, we never got a tip. So we kind of roll the dice and we go there. But it's always cool to go to see the family, somebody big star in the racing family, you know, and that was always exciting. Not that it was a big deal really, but just to be able to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah,
That's awesome.
all right, go ahead.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, there's several. I mean, we're right here with the race car drivers and all that. So Mooresville's very close to us.
Yeah,
So there's, I think it's the Dale Earnhardt Museum or something.
yeah,
I don't even know. But
big building. I remember that.
yeah, so yeah, that's all very close to us.
One time, a funny story before you play one song. I'll tell you a funny story though. I used to be actually physically halfway fit, in my younger years, back in North Carolina days.
Mm-hmm.
And I could ride a bike without, killing myself. Although this one time I did about kill myself. You're talking about 90 degrees, lightning storms, and I'm wearing jeans riding a bicycle, So a friend of mine decides, hey, let's take a bike ride to Davidson
Okay.
from Kannapolis, which is a 25-mile ride.
Yeah, that's a haul.
And so we're riding along on the 2-lane highway. And this is like a holiday time, like 4th of July or something like that. And we had people driving past us going over 50 miles an hour, probably about 70 actually, because it's a highway, Who's going to see a bike? It's a country road though, and so it's not really a highway like on a,
Right.
federal highway or anything. It's backcountry highway. And who's going to be riding a bike on that 2-lane highway except for a couple of idiots that are riding on? But we got there. We got to Davidson and we got back. And I about died getting back. I couldn't do it.
Oh, goodness.
But I got it done. We finally made it back. And I said, I'll never do that again. And then one time the car comes flying by me going probably 65 or 70. And his mirror, the side of the car, the mirror, missed my handlebar by about 6 inches.
Yeah,
that would have hurt.
Yes, that definitely would have hurt. Oh, goodness.
And then the lightning storm came up. We had to hide under a metal roof from a gas station that wasn't open. Like, that's not probably safe.
No, lightning and metal usually don't go well together.
But we got through it though, surprisingly. That's just one of my funny stories about that place. Holy cow! But yeah, North Carolina is kind of interesting. We were talking about the gold thing. No, I never did look for gold there, and that's where it started. If you look at the history of it,
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, and check out some of the places there. There's some good places there, and you can still find good gold. If gold was there once, then there's gold there. Okay, there's gold. There's gold there now. Oopie, what is it? You want an interview request? What? Interview the guest. Oh, okay. I am. Well, I'm kind of chatting here, so Sorry about that. I'm not used to having a real person here. But anyway, usually we do talk about everything ourselves. So sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. No
Okay.
worries.
Okay. Oopie's just checking me and making sure I'm doing it right. But yeah, go ahead and share whatever you want to share.
Okay. Yeah. So I will play a song. Hopefully y'all can hear my guitar okay and all that. This is actually I'm going to play a song that I was fortunate enough to to win a couple awards for. It's called Rock This Way, and I grew up listening to a lot of 90s country and stuff like that, but I also listen to a lot of classic rock, and this is kind of my blend of both. So this is Rock This Way. Like a crazy train moving on down the track. Too scared to look forward, don't wanna look back. Bird free falling in the neon sky. We were born to take it easy on a sweet slow ride. Burnt out jukebox still plays rock and roll. Your love soothes my soul. We're gonna ride this way to the beat, steady as a drum. Gonna prove us right and proving wrong. We keep on keeping on, like favorite song playing on the radio and singing out at the top of your lungs. We're gonna ride this way to love. Don't let the sound of your wheels while you turn and never drive you crazy. You gotta keep on, never stop believing and hold me, baby. So walk this way while you give me a kiss. Well, can you handle this? We're gonna ride this way to the beat, steady as a drum. Gonna prove us right and prove them wrong. We keep on keeping on, like favorite song playing on the radio and singing out of the top of your lungs. We're gonna ride this way to love. And you don't have to cry no more, 'cause I'm coming home to you. And oh my, well, I'm singing this song for you. We're gonna ride this way to the beat, steady as a drum. Gonna prove us right and prove them wrong. We keep on keeping on, like favorite song playing on the radio and singing out of the top of your lungs. We're gonna ride this way. Gonna ride this way. We're gonna ride this way tonight.
All right, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oopie said you had a nice voice.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. My guitar is a little out of tune. I was fixing that.
Yeah, and do you have a website for?
I do.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
my website is jenniferalvarado.com.
Oh, that's
And
really easy.
social medias are at Jennifer Alvarado Music.
That's easy.
Yeah.
And then Oopie was asking, I think you mentioned ASCAP before, or BMI. Is that right?
Oh, ASCAP. Yeah, I am part of ASCAP. Mhm.
Yeah, that is some of the standard producing platforms or whatever. So now some people are concerned about copyright stuff and all that stuff when we play it, like on this platform here. But in this case, you wrote it. It's your music. You have a right to share it. I'm guessing
I do.
without any issues.
Yes,
Okay.
on the copyright.
Oh, good. Okay.
We're okay.
So if anybody complains, I'll just say talk to Jennifer and she'll take care of it.
Yes. Exactly.
All right, Lady Venus or Lady V Elements is here. Her name is Venus actually, but anyway, well, not actually, but that's her screen name. Venus. We all call her Venus. Lady V.
Okay.
And she's from down south in Georgia.
Okay.
So, and Bobby's in Louisiana, in case you didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah. And Oofy, I don't know where Oofy's at. She's on some asteroid mining rocks. I don't know. Anyway, so what was your first thought when you got into this music business? Were you like, were you scared at first?
I think so. When I first started doing it professionally, yes. I'm a perfectionist in general, and so I want everything to be as perfect as it possibly can be. And the thing with the music industry and with this, there's no guarantees. Um, every day is different. Trends change, everything changes. And so there was a lot of self doubt that I sort of had to just silence and say, you know what, I have to see if this works or not. Despite what that inner voice might be telling me, I know that I'm supposed to be doing this. So there's just a lot of, and I still struggle with that, every day as far as just, should I be doing this? Should I go get a normal job? Should I,
Yeah.
all those what ifs, all those should haves, would haves, could haves. But at the end of the day, I am very grateful that I get to do this because this is what I've wanted to do since I was little. Like it's all I've ever wanted to do. And so to have a chance to get out there and be able to play for people and share songs, I
Yeah.
couldn't ask for anything more.
I like that. You had mentioned, did you already mention you started at 4? Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I started writing just little songs when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I have tapes where I would, record things on my Fisher
Oh,
Price
nice.
recorder. And of course, like nothing's come of those songs. Like I'm not putting those out or something.
Right.
They're about unicorns and rainbows and stuff like that. So, but yeah, music has always been, especially songwriting, has always been my way of. I guess I was the shy kid. I was an only child, and so it was my way of processing a lot of things that were going on in my life and whatever. And so, for me, it's always been that form of therapy of just being able to put those feelings to music and share it that way.
Nice. All right. What is your favorite instrument? Is it the guitar?
Honestly, probably I use guitar the most, and when I lead, usually I have when I play shows or whatever, I'm usually on guitar. My favorite instrument though is probably piano. I write with piano a lot just because you hear things differently. I hear things more complete when I'm writing with piano for some reason. So that's probably my favorite.
Okay, good. All right. So, you got another one?
Yeah.
You can play as many as you want.
Okay. So this is actually one that I just released. Hopefully, are you okay with damn? Is that okay to be said on here?
To be what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We can say bad words here.
Okay. Well, that's the only one. But this is my latest single. It's called Colorado.
Okay.
Will we hide from the smoke or the altitude? And should that sky was the only other one that knew? And we were chasing stars and freedom. Wrapped in his arms, our hearts were beating. Forever seemed so close when it was new. Damn you, Colorado, Rocky Mountains on a back road. It's where he said he loved me, so Gus gave him everything. And 10 miles south of Boulder, he told me we were over, that he'd met somebody, and I'm just a memory. So damn you, Colorado. funny how I still recall everything, from the chill of the night to him kissing me in my sorority t-shirt and moonlit sky. But we hand out the rest of our lives. Now it's all so bittersweet. So damn you, Colorado, the mountains on the back road. It's where he swore he loved me, so I gave him everything. And 10 miles south of the border, he told me we were over, that he'd met somebody, and I'm just a memory. So damn you, Colorado. Damn you, Colorado. Well, damn you, Colorado. Damn you, Colorado. Damn you, Colorado. Rocky Mountains on the back road. He swore that he loved me, so I gave him everything. And 10 miles south of Boulder, he told me we were over, that he'd met somebody, and I'm just a memory. So damn you, Colorado. Damn you, Colorado. Oh, oh, oh. Damn you, Colorado. Damn you, Colorado.
All right. Well, now I know where. Now I know where I got that.
Colorado from. Yeah. I figured when you said that, I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, with my mind, the way that my mind works, I just wonder where I get these ideas from.
No worries. I
But
figured
then
that's where it was
that
from.
that makes sense when I heard it on when I heard it from the email, and I played it on the radio, and I said, she's from Colorado, then. Okay. I thought it was cool. It was cool with your name, though. Jennifer Alvarado from Colorado. That sounded good, actually. So, but anyway.
Yeah, when I do liners for you were listening to Colorado, but Jennifer Alvarado, like I get tongue tied because I'm like, wait, that's that right?
Yeah, it doesn't sound right, but then at the same time, it sounds kind of cool. But yeah, so that's nice. Now, do you do anything at all, like for doing little jingles for companies and things like that?
I have written some jingles in the past.
Okay.
But I've never like actually had them used or anything like
All
that.
right. All right. Well, I had a suggestion for you, but if you didn't want to do that, then nope, I won't.
Oh no, I'm fine with that.
Okay. I had an idea if you could do a jingle for, say, Errt Radio.
Okay.
I don't know what it would say or how it would sound or how you'd make it.
Yeah.
Use either if you want to use keyboard or guitar or whatever you want to use, and think up something. You won't get any pay, or no wait, you'll get. I always say, okay, this is a holiday weekend, so yes, you get 6-figure income.
Oh, okay.
For working on the holiday weekend, right? But it starts out with a 0.
Oh, well,
0.
Yeah.
So 6-figure income. But anyway, yeah. So, but no, you get points. You get points for your efforts.
Get points. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely try to write something.
Because whatever you do, Brian, don't try to put any pressure on our guests. Okay?
I'm not.
I don't feel pressured. I will try to write anything. So yeah.
And she could probably break my legs anyway, so I'm not worried about. She's in North Carolina. They're nice people, but let me tell you, I lived there for 9 years. You don't want to make anybody mad.
Jeez. No, I'm not gonna break anybody's legs.
That's right. And what was that other song you sent to me in the email? You sent 2 of them.
I have no idea. I have
Oh
a lot of
boy.
songs, so I have no idea. Maybe was it Curious? It could have
I
been.
don't know because I've talked to so many artists just recently when Kate and Gordon sent them all my way, and they all sent music, and I can't remember who did what.
Yeah, I have no idea. Colorado's my.
It was sent with that. Believe me? Do you have one that's named Believe?
No.
I can check
no,
my email.
I will double check.
Let me check my email. You keep talking.
I almost think it was Rock This Way, but maybe not.
Well, then you played that one.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I'll check it. I'll make sure we're not missing something.
It was Curious.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yep. I can play that one if you would like.
Oh, yes, if you'd like to do that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
So I wrote this one about 2 years ago now, and basically it's just about when you first meet somebody and you want to know more about them. You have that attraction to them, but you're also very scared to pursue anything because you've been hurt before. So this is Curious. I can see you looking at me from across the room. With every single glance I get a little more confused. Well, you shouldn't want me, I shouldn't want you. All of our reasons, we follow the rules. All I keep thinking about is me with you. Are you curious where this is going? Curious, think you should know when it comes to me and you. I don't know what to do, but I'm curious about you. I know that we both agree that we should just be friends, but when I late night conversations get deep, I can't pretend. You shouldn't want me, I shouldn't want you. All of our reasons, we follow the rules. All I keep thinking about is me with you. Are you curious where this is going? Curious, think you should know when it comes to me and you. I don't know what to do, but I'm curious about you. About you. This one touch, I won't know what to do. And one kiss, a quick needs to do. If our guards all came down, we don't try to stop this now. Do you ever wonder what could happen to you? Are you curious? Are you curious? Are you curious where this is going? Curious, think you should know when it comes to me and you. I don't know what to do, but I'm curious won't know what to do without you.
All right, that was nice.
Thanks.
And so now, what's up for the what's going on for the new year?
So I am currently working on some new music. It Colorado was the first single off of the next project. So I've got to get back in the studio and actually finish up the rest of that project, and I'm hoping for a early spring release. And yeah, definitely my website. I'm reading Lady V's comment.
Yeah,
My website has a tour schedule on it, so
wonderful.
working on 2024 right now. I have dates up through December right now, but it's kind of hit or miss on some of the months. So just filling that in as I can. So
Well, they're liking your music, so that's a good thing.
good. I'm glad. Oh, good.
That's exciting. But no, I like I said, I don't usually have music artists on. I have had a couple.
Yeah.
I had one guy that was what was his name? Landon James, the Elvis impersonator
Oh, okay.
guy. He was like 15 or 16 when he started doing his YouTube shows, and I think he was like 17 when he was on my show. But yeah, so it was interesting because he sounded like Elvis, you know,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and pretty incredible actually. And that was through Caden Gordon as well.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
Caden meets everyone and knows everyone. I don't know how he does it, but he knows a lot of people.
Yeah,
So,
he does. He's good at his job.
and I do have a few other people that are booked through January for the music. I got a couple of artists that are going to be on. And when you said the 29th of December, of course, I had the wrong date on.
Oh.
I was thinking for the 24th, 2024, and
Oh,
for the interview request, I was trying to fill in January, February, trying to get the things filled in, and I was just testing that form thing, and it actually worked very well,
okay.
better than I thought. And then you responded, and we got connected, and here we are. And you said December 29th. Is that okay? Like, well, I'll see if I can make it work. Of course,
Well, I appreciate it.
I could make it work. No big trouble here. So just really exciting to have a real person doing real music that I'm not getting in trouble necessarily for anything. Because you're sharing your stuff.
They are my songs. I have the copyrights.
And that's good. And that's good. I just want to make sure that what Bobby?
Just out of my curiosity, are you on like on Amazon Music or
I am.
YouTube?
Oh, you
or
are.
Yeah, I'm on all that stuff. So I'm on YouTube, I'm on Amazon, Spotify, all that kind of stuff, all the platforms.
That's good.
Yeah, on my Mixlr show that I do in the morning time, I do a show 2 hours a day, Monday through Saturday usually. Sometimes if I feel up to it, I do a Sunday show. But sometimes I go to church, and then of course I don't feel like doing a show then. But I'm already awake and going to church, and I'm coming back home and I don't feel like doing anything then. But I normally just take Sunday off usually,
Yeah.
unless I do a show in the afternoon or something like that. But I try to do a 2 hour show on the music side of things,
Hmm.
and I play anywhere from 60s and 70s rock and roll for the most part. Not a whole lot of country, but you're changing my mind, with what you're playing. And some of the other people that I've been listening to that Caden has been sending my way, and they're kind of like a mixture of a different type of country that
Right.
isn't really not like the old country that you got used to, and then they switch it to some other kind of country that you didn't really know. Kind of like when they went from old rock and roll, and then they put in this disco stuff, and it's like what's
Oh,
disco, and then
yes.
they got rap in there. And what is rap? Rap, it makes no sense. you always hating people when they kill people with the rap songs, you know? Like, why do I want to listen to rap? And I don't. Nothing against rap. I just don't like it personally. So,
That's okay.
then alternative came around.
Yep.
You know, Alanis Morissette. Actually, I played one of her albums today. Jagged Little Pill was one of her first albums. It came out in 1995, which is why I started listening to alternative music. Okay, because that was closest to kind of hard, hard rock and roll, kind of,
Right.
with a new twist to it, updated. And it wasn't your pop music or hip hop or whatever you want to call it,
Right.
I like real rock and I like something with a real beat to it. Not. I like what you're doing, okay. But I'm just saying, I born in '61, so that's go figure why I would like that year of music, right?
Oh yeah.
Or that era. You like where you're from, from
Yep.
the time.
You like what you grew up with.
Yeah, and so I'm learning how to expand my horizon on different styles and things like that, and I'm sharing different styles and playing. Of course, I'll play yours now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
As long as you like it. But what I usually do is sometimes I'll stream music. I have an Amazon Prime account, and I have music I can play because I pay for it. I pay for the service. So I'll stream the audio through my channel.
Right.
It makes it a lot easier to play music. So I don't have to look for my stuff. I have I have quite a few thousands of audio files, music and everything, just on my one laptop. But on my other laptops, same thing. I got plenty of audio that I can play. But sometimes you just want something different or just random.
Oh yeah.
So what I like to do is I like to hook up the Amazon Music and just let it play. I have like my soundtrack or my playlist, and it'll just play whatever it plays. And that's kind of nice because it's real easy to do that,
Right.
And so when I find yours, I'll go and look you up on the Amazon Prime, and we'll play your stuff, as well.
Well,
So I'll definitely play more of your stuff. That's for sure. And everyone's loving your music in the chat. So you're what we call. Let me tell you what you are now. Okay.
Okay.
See now that you accepted this interview, this is how you get paid. You're part of our family here.
Okay.
Okay. Errt Radio. All right. And then this is what you are.
An Ertling.
Yeah. And that was from Oofy. Oofy came up with that name.
I like it.
So I keep it. And
that's awesome.
If you want one of these bands, let me know. Or if you want a few of them for your family,
Okay.
Let me know, and we'll get it figured out. We'll send it to you, whatever.
Okay. Sounds good.
So,
Thank you.
and then you can wear them and show them off and say, "Hey, look, I know a radio star." Look. But what else you got there? What else you got?
Well, I can. I'll play a song that it was my very first country single. It's called "I Break Things," and basically, to give you the story behind the song, I am a very clumsy person, to say the least, and I wrecked the car through the garage door.
Oh no!
Yeah, for like the second or third time in the span of maybe a month. And so I came inside and I wrote this song to basically just kind of laugh at myself and hopefully
express it. Yeah.
Well, and hopefully make my husband laugh because he was not real happy with me.
Well, garage doors are not cheap.
Yeah. So this is "I Break Things." Well, here I go again. I'm careless like the wind. I'm like a hurricane, destroying everything that I touch. And I break things like your heart. Doesn't matter who you are. Once I get a hold control. Switch it out and let you go. Before you sit down, you should know that I break things. Well, I know I look sweet, but behind these I shall see. Well, I'm messed up and selfishly. I only care about me, and I break things like your heart. Doesn't matter who you are, once I get a hold of you, and I take things, take control. Switch you out and let you go. Before you sit down, you should know that I break things. Yeah, baby, I break things. You tell me that you don't believe me. Well, baby, you're gonna wish you never met me. 'Cause baby, I break things like your heart. Doesn't matter who you are, once I get a hold of you. And baby, I take things, take control. Switch you out and let you go. Before you sit down, you should know that baby, I break things like your heart. Doesn't matter who you are, once I get a hold of you. And baby, I take things, take control. Switch you out and let you go. Before you sit down, you should know that I break things. Yeah, baby, I break things.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
I don't know that I like breaking things, because then I would have to replace them. You know, either replace them or go without them.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
So, but the song makes sense. Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
thank you.
And that's what I like so much. You know, there was a time where in the country music that these songs made, they didn't tell a story anymore, even in rock and roll. You know,
Yeah.
they just didn't tell a story anymore, and they just make a noise, you know, so to speak.
Right.
The old days in the 60s and 70s, the songs, they wrote a song because of a story they wanted to tell, you know.
Gotcha.
You know, mostly in the country and the rock and roll, they did the same thing. They wrote a story, they put music to it, and that made it a song, you know.
Right.
And sometimes it was a true story about their life, you know, things like that. I
Yes.
think we got away from that, and so it's good to hear your music and hear some of your stories.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean that's why I fell in love with music in general, was I wanted to tell stories. So
Yeah.
and especially I think growing up with 90s country, like it was still the time of storytelling, and so that's what I really have always loved and respected about country music, was it came from a real place. And
Yeah.
so I don't know, that's why I appreciate it so much.
I like that. Well, I don't know if we can go 2 hours. Can we go 2 hours? I don't know if you got any more music that you want to share.
I've got plenty of music. I do have some people though in my house that are leaving
Oh, okay.
to go back to
Oh,
LA. So,
are they getting ready to leave now, or you got a few minutes yet?
no, they're leaving in a few hours, so I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay. Well, we won't have you for a few hours unless you really want to. If you really want to play, then you can keep playing as much as you want to play. We're fine with that. Yeah, you have a different different sound than I thought. And I didn't really know, with the acoustic version of things, you never know what's going to
Yeah,
happen. you know,
I
didn't
understand.
you won't know if it's going to sound right or how it's going to be, or um,
Well,
I guess.
it sounds okay.
Oh, it does sound okay. I like it,
Okay.
and I want to have you back. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not into it right at the moment, but I have an idea. When we first tried this with Caden, and I want him involved in this one that we did, like we did one time.
Hmm.
We had a panel. We had like 9 musicians on.
Okay. Cool.
And so
Yeah.
and then myself. So we had 10 people on. So we'll probably have 8 because Bobby's going to be helping us. So, but if we had a panel of country artists and they all shared their music,
Yeah.
and you guys can maybe some of them. You chat with them. Hey, how you doing? Whatever.
Yeah.
Big family get together. Kind of like that. And we can pick a date to kind of do that and get it worked out with everybody's schedule. And that's sometimes hard on a Friday night.
Yeah.
But keep it relaxing and simple, and just have fun with it. That's the main thing. As long as we're having fun, that's the key. And we're not hurting anybody. We're just having fun and enjoying hearing a message.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to do here on this show.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what the name of the show is, called Intermission Transmission. All
Oh.
right. If you're wondering what that's about, well, I'm going to tell you anyway. But when a while back, probably about 4 years ago,
Uh-huh.
maybe longer, I come up with this idea on Friday night because everyone had replays on Friday night. Well, now they're all of a sudden their new shows on Friday night. But anyway, when
Yeah.
I started this show, it was all replays, and like I listened to a lot of talk radio
Hmm.
and different things on other radio platforms, and it was like I want to create something that's new, something different. And so I came up with the name Intermission Transmission. So in between the live shows, you have my show, Intermission Transmission.
Yeah.
And it goes out all over the place, with today's satellite stuff and everything like that. We're going out to space right now. Okay. Your music's going out to Mars, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
But, a space station is up there. Bobby watched the space station fly over earlier today. So your music's going up there. They're listening. Hey, who's that singing? They're on Errt Radio. Oh, what do you know? So, you never know who's going to hear it. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So that's what I come up with this name. And
Okay.
I don't know if you're wondering what ERT radio is, what Errt Radio means. You know what that means?
No clue.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
No clue. Well, I'll fill you in. And Errt Radio is Epic Reality Radio Tour.
Okay.
Now, when I created this madness, a friend of mine got me into it. Actually, Total Brian. He's on Monday nights usually.
Mhm.
He had me on a live call. It's a funny story. He had me on a live call, and back in the day when you had to wire your phone to the output of the computer, and you didn't have all the fancy Bluetooth or soundboards or whatever, you actually had to have it physically wired to the computer. And he had me on
It's
a
almost
live.
like AT&T.
Yeah. But he had me on a live call, and he likes to drink a lot.
Oh.
And so sometimes what happens in the old days, not so much now, he's a little bit smarter now, but he still likes to drink a lot. But anyway, nothing wrong with that. He doesn't drink and then drive. He learned his lesson with that. He doesn't go to work drunk or anything like that.
Right.
But then he was drinking a lot, and he passed out with the microphone open. And I didn't know how to do this, whole thing. So I figured out, wait, I can just use my speakerphone and use the speakers on the laptop and do the show that way, right? I had
Yeah.
3 people listening around the country. I had 2 people in Texas, 1 person in Pennsylvania, and they were still listening until his phone went dead. So that was my first time trying to do this. Now, of course, that was a heck of a lag time back then, and but it was interesting how to do it. Of course, now internet's a lot better, and you can do it a lot more fluently, and it sounds a lot better.
Yes.
But he got me started in that whole thing with that situation. I came up with this name though, Errt Radio, Epic Reality Radio Tour, because I was doing broadcasting from like coffee shops and
Mhm.
things like that. And then I just thinking, man, wouldn't it be cool if we could just go like to the mall and sit there and interview people in a live setting and have live internet anywhere, McDonald's, whatever,
Yeah.
And now it is that way. Everyone has internet,
Yeah.
right?
That's
And
definitely.
of course, you got your phone. You can get on the internet pretty easy, just about anywhere. But so now my reality is coming true. Errt Radio, Epic Reality Radio Tour. Anywhere I can take my show and do an interview with anyone at any time, any location, anywhere I go. So
Nice.
when I go to New York to my event, I do interviews there. You're like, wow, that's I'm from Minnesota, but I'm doing an interview in New York to
Yeah, that's
talking to
awesome.
someone, or in Pennsylvania when I go to Gettysburg. I go to Gettysburg Battlefield Bash,
Yeah.
and I went there for first time this last year, and I'll go there next year, and that's going to be my new annual trip that I'll take along with the Pine Bush, and yeah. So I don't mind going there. I drive everywhere I go. I don't like flying. So
Okay.
I like to drive, and yeah, it takes a little bit of money, it takes a little bit of time, but I don't like to fly because when you're driving, you can pull off and say, "Hey, I want to look at that." As I told you, I'm a gold prospector, so I like to get out and say, "Hey, look at that. That looks interesting," you
Yeah, you
know.
want freedom.
And
Yeah.
if you fly, you can't do that.
Oh,
You're stuck.
you can't.
You,
There would be a
and
problem if you did
plus,
that.
you got all the rules you got to follow when you drive. I mean, when you fly, when you drive, you got to follow the rules, but you don't have to worry about boarding the plane 2 hours early. You don't have to do that. You don't have to check in. Nothing. You just drive.
Right.
So, you got any driving songs? No, that's why I was talking about driving.
I don't think so.
Traveling? Anything about traveling?
I do have, yeah, I have a song called Postcard from Anywhere Else.
Oh, there you go.
I mean,
That's kind of what I'm talking about with the internet, right? What I'm talking about with my idea.
most definitely.
I'm not a postcard, but you know what I'm talking about. Message from anywhere else.
So give me a second. Let me pull up my words so I can remember the words to it. I wrote it, but I can't remember it. Packed up everything I owned. I said goodbye to the life I had known, and my life savings in a shoebox beside me. And going south on 85, and so determined to find my life 1,000 miles from where everyone knows my name. They say a prayer that I make it to wherever I'm going. The road less traveled is the one that I want, and there's so much more to life than a paycheck plan that you don't own. And my dreams were always too big for this town, so I'll send you a postcard anywhere else. And most of that New Orleans, it'll take much more than that to scare me. The stars light up the Texas sky, and this road goes on forever. 100 more miles by morning. I've always wanted to see California, the road less traveled, is the one that I want. And there's so much more to life than a paycheck plan that you don't want. And my dreams were always too big for this town, so I'll send you a postcard. And anywhere else, and anywhere else.
All right, that was nice.
Thanks. My button's hitting the guitar. I'm trying to get it to stop.
Well, I didn't even hear it, so actually, it might have sounded like it was supposed to be there.
Yeah, it sounded percussive. It was
Yeah.
interesting.
So, when you write these songs,
Uh-huh.
this might sound a little weird to ask this, but I believe in I do spirit research, what I call spirit research. Some
Yeah.
people say ghost hunting or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think we're out there with rifles trying to shoot a ghost though. So I like to say spirit research is what I say, which is a little bit different.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit different mindset of what my reality is about trying to communicate or trying to reach. I have activity in my house, and I
Okay.
actually have seen things, and I believe in the spirit realm of things more than the UFO kind
Right.
of thing. Now, I'm not saying that either one isn't real,
Right.
but I've had more experience really with
With paranormal.
spirits, yeah.
Yep.
And I've been working on some things, and I do things that some people say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that." You know, like investigating my own house. You shouldn't investigate your own house. You're gonna be bringing things in. And a lot of people tell me that all the time. And but it's like, well, I'm living here, and they're making noises, and I'm using some kind of apps that I communicate with them, and they're giving me answers to my questions, directly. And it's like, how does that work out, And I can also, without the apps, just with my spirit or with my mental ability, I can talk to them, which is weird. I know that's weird. Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah. Oh boy, they're having fun. So I do tarot card readings. So I don't know if you like those. Do you like those?
I don't really know much about them, but
Okay,
yeah.
we won't do one for you tonight, but that's something we can talk about if you wanted to do one, or have me do one for you.
Yeah.
If you look at my some of my other shows on here, I do that. What I do is as a Christian, someone would say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that as a Christian,"
Right.
'cause that's what they call divination, right? And the Old Testament said, "Oh, you shouldn't have any form of divination." Now, when you look at the Old Testament, though, when it talks about divination,
Mhm.
I think they're meaning a whole different thing. They're
Gotcha.
not talking about cards with pretty pictures on them, and then you're coming up with a story to tell somebody, you know,
Right.
whatever. Divination was used like when they sacrificed animals and they used the blood for witchcraft or doing spell work or whatever, which I'm not doing that.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, some people might still do that today. I don't know. But I'm not doing that level of negativity or divination.
Oh yeah. No.
What I'm doing when I do tarot card readings, I use the pendulum. I use dowsing rods for gold hunting or gold prospecting. Okay. And they also are usable for the spirit research or ghost hunting.
Gotcha.
But anyway, they sense energy in the air and they move to whichever way they move. And same thing with the pendulum. It'll say yes or no and stuff like that. You'll see me do things like that on my show all the time. Don't think it's weird. But if you don't like that, then just don't watch it. Or if you don't like it, we won't try it on you. I won't overstep the bounds of anyone's personal opinion of what they think.
Right.
But so if I ever did a reading for you, I'd make sure I get permission first. Is what I'm getting at.
Gotcha.
So, but I won't do it if you don't want to. That's fine. Uh, but I have some really pretty pictures, and you can go back and look at some of my shows. You'll see what I'm talking about. They're
Okay.
angel cards. They're tarot cards. What I do when I do a reading, I ask the Holy Spirit. I actually ask the Holy Spirit in my mind. I say, "Can you give me a message for this person that I'm reading for?"
Right.
And then I shuffle the cards. And sure enough, I do a reading for them, and that's just what they needed. However they interpret that reading, I don't know.
Right.
It's however they see it. But the Holy Spirit helps that reading come through.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so that way I'm not trying to do anything evil.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's all in the intention, in my opinion.
Mhm.
On when you use like tarot cards. Now I wouldn't work with a Ouija board or Ouija board, however you said. I wouldn't do that
Right.
because I don't know how to shut that thing down or how to close it. As to say,
Yeah. No.
I wouldn't do other things either that I'm not sure of, and I don't have the control over them. Tarot cards, I have control over that kind of, pendulum. It's a chain with a pendant on it. I have control over that.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
so if you ever want one, let me know,
Okay.
and we
Okay.
can give it a try and see what we come up with.
Sounds
But check some of my other videos where I actually do that for the whole show, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then you might be more comfortable with that. And it felt kind of funny asking you that, but I
Oh, you're fine. No worries.
wanted to just let you know.
Okay.
And you can ask anyone here, how my readings are, and they'll tell you. Usually, pretty right on. You can ask Bobby. Bobby will tell you that. Yeah, Bobby, what do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
about my readings?
They're really
You think
fun.
they're good for you, right?
They are really fun.
Yeah, and he's gotten messages or information that he might not have thought of if I didn't do that.
Nice.
So again, I ask for the message. I don't ask the devil for the message. I ask the Holy Spirit.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
again, the intention is all about the intention. So that's why you write music, is you have that intention to write music.
Oh yeah.
So what do you have? A song about anything about intention? I know you got one.
Oh, let me think. Goodness.
Or you can write one right away. You can write one right now.
I've never thought about it that way. As far as having intention.
I mean, like we're talking about, like when you did your live shows at first, you were scared, right?
Yeah.
But your intention was to get your message out there.
Right. Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying.
So I'll play this one. The song's called Hellbent. I don't know that I've ever played this live. But this was on my last EP, and basically this is a song about just you care so much about somebody, and your intent is to stay in the relationship and hold on as best you can, but you also know that it's killing you. So even though you have good intentions, sometimes you just have to leave a situation.
Yeah.
So this is Hellbent. I was hell-bent on loving you. I would end up losing myself if it pleased you. With every careless word and selfish turn, I couldn't see the truth. 'Cause I was hell-bent on loving you. And you were hell-bent on using me. No matter how much I hurt, you just couldn't see that your foolish games and thoughtless ways were killing me. 'Cause you were hell-bent on using me. When time goes by, and sometimes people change, but then sometimes you have to walk away. So now I'm hell-bent on loving me. For better or worse, until I die, you're gonna see everything you had, but your stubborn pride pushed me to leave. Because I'm hell-bent on loving me.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. That fit right into what I was talking about. Intention.
Well, good.
So this wasn't too hard of an interview, I don't think. I think we did well.
Yeah.
And we got to get to know you a little bit, and you got to get to know what I do a little bit, and then you can feel more comfortable, or you can go running to the door and. So, have you ever had a show where you just didn't feel right and you did it anyway, and then you like ran out or you left real quick without like really?
I've had a few. I've had a few of those. Both like actually performing and then just like interviews too. Like sometimes you just don't mesh well. So yeah, you have those every once in a while. It's a growing experience, and you figure it out and you keep going. So
hopefully you feel okay here.
I'm good.
I used to work with a guy named Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
And he's a rock person. He plays the drums.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a band called Lug.
Okay.
Life Under Grace. The lead singer, I think, died from cancer, if I remember.
Okay.
So Jimmy's kind of been going around different groups since then.
Gotcha.
But he had a lot of cool songs on that band Lug. Like I said, it was called Life Under Grace, and they played in Charlotte and they played all over the place. I don't
Okay.
know if you heard of that band or not.
I
But
haven't. I'll look
it
them
is a rock and roll band, so it might be a little bit different
Yeah.
music scene. But they were really good. And then he had some other bands that he played in and things like that. So he's a very talented guy. And he was trying to learn guitar, but he's more the drummer. He's not.
Gotcha.
Certain people have certain talents that they have, and they need to make that one their main
Oh,
one.
yeah. I'd be lost if somebody put me on a drum set. So
Yeah, I get lost when I see anything. A computer, I barely can use the computer halfway, and it seems to work all right. Only when it's cooperating. So,
I
like
gotcha.
you said, technology. Sometimes everything goes wrong.
It does sometimes.
Is that your favorite guitar?
The one that I'm playing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I go through moods. So probably my favorite right now, yes, I guess. But
Okay.
usually, so like this Taylor here is probably my favorite that I take everywhere if I'm going
Okay.
somewhere. But yeah, I go through phases with my guitars. Sometimes like I'll hate it and I'm like, nope, I gotta put this one to the side for a while. So yeah.
Have you ever had we used to call it an inkling when you had a thought right away that, oh, I need to do something. Like say you're driving somewhere and
Oh
I gotta
yeah.
stop here and play a song for these guys or whatever.
So I do that a lot with just like if an idea comes to me, like I'll stop and record what I can of it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do a lot of
Um,
that.
I bet you're fun. Absolutely beautiful. There you go.
Thank
They,
you.
they like you. They want you back. And
Okay.
they're not saying that, but I know they want you back. Come on, guys. Tell me you want her back.
Yeah.
Come on. Now I'm trying to beg for you to come back. Yeah.
You something.
I will definitely come back.
Yeah. Let me show you something. This is actually how you're going to run to you.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Oh boy. They're making fun of me. Because my nickname is Ron Squatch, So,
Okay. I got you.
Good Sasquatch,
Yep.
Yeah. Bigfoot, whatever you want to call him. But Oopie found that one. And the bait is a McDonald's burger, is what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you will run into your own homes.
Oh boy. All right, Bobby. Thank you.
I just want to show that.
So, I'm glad he's my friend. See, now, if he wasn't my friend,
There would be a problem.
yeah. No, we have a friend of ours, Andrew Morrow. He's in the UK, or in that area. And he made the website for me for ertradio.com, if you were able to check that out. And then he, if he was not my friend, you would not want to be knowing him at all. He'd be a tough enemy, tough opponent. So I got some really good people on my side, on my team, working with the Errt Radio, and we have all kinds of fun conversations. We got a guy on Monday night, Kevin Hale. He has a show. They talk about all kinds of crazy stuff, maybe stuff you might not believe in, but still entertaining to watch. And sometimes we say things that we shouldn't, meaning language wise.
I gotcha.
But that's the way that goes, There were some apps I was using for scanning the spirits, and they come across and words come up, and the one said the F word, and it's like, hey, I'm the only one that can cuss on this show. Of course, trying to argue with the spirit ain't gonna work because they're not gonna pay attention to you. And I had one one time I'd asking the ones at my house. I said, "You guys are gonna have to start paying rent here," and I heard them laugh. I heard them laugh, and what did they call that? Um, disembodied laugh, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And they're just like, you can't make us pay.
So you do a lot of EVP work at
Yeah,
your house? Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
The apps that I use, I actually started doing a show on my channel here, which I am working on finalizing what day I want to do it. I'm going to do it once a week, but I'm probably going to do it more than that 'cause it's a lot of fun. But
Gotcha.
I learned that I can connect my phone apps with the link to Windows thing to my PC, and I
Mhm.
can actually show the apps on the screen and use the apps right from my phone. And so it kind of gives people an idea of what these different apps are. And don't go out and spend a whole lot of money on apps you don't know nothing about.
Right.
I already did that, so you don't have to do.
You can test it all.
Yeah, so you can kind of get a firsthand what they're about.
Gotcha.
And so we're sitting there for a couple hours. A couple hours goes by fast. You don't even know it, and it's there. I don't really know what I'm researching, except I know I'm getting some kind of messages and information, which might be helpful later.
Yeah.
But it's just really um, getting me to understand that there is activity here. Okay,
Okay.
and nothing evil, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm not getting. I do get tapped. I had this 10-year-old boy that was here, and I believe his name is Sammy Junior or Sam Junior. I
Mm.
call him Sammy to keep him separate because his dad, or I think it's his dad, is Samuel. So that would be Sam Senior, right?
Gotcha.
And so anyway, he's like 10 years old though. He's running around, and one time I'm sitting here in my chair, minding my own business, listening to music or whatever, watching a movie on Netflix, whatever I was doing, and I felt somebody tap me on my left shoulder or on my left elbow. Just
Mhm.
like he runs up and taps me, with the one finger, you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. And I look, and of course the wall is at my left side. There's no way anybody could be there, you know.
Right.
And then right as I'm looking at the wall, trying to figure out who tapped me, then he's tapping me on the right side, on the right shoulder, making me look to the right. And I can hear him running away and laughing at the same time. And this really happened. Now that's about the only thing, except for the old man. I think the old man hit me on the top of the head one time. He said, "Wake up, dummy."
Oh, okay. Okay. But nothing
Hey,
violent.
yeah, no, nothing violent. I did see one time. I saw a what you call a shadow man, which is considered evil.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
and I seen him just out of the corner of my eye. I turned, and there was a dark figure, had a hat, had a kind of a round rim hat with, round dome that goes over the, nothing fancy, but it looked like it was just all black, all dark, and a dark outfit, and you couldn't see his face. So I knew what it was right away.
Yeah.
And right away I said, "You don't belong here. You need to leave now." And I said it with the authority of being a Christian. And I
Yep.
said, "You need to leave now." And he hasn't been back, thank goodness. But I just felt that's the only time I felt any negative. And I
Mm.
think that's the only reason why these others are hanging around here, because they're the good ones and they're
Yeah.
protecting the house. Okay?
Yeah.
And in my opinion. Now, I might have it all wrong. I don't know. But other people have done what you call remote viewing. Okay? It's a scientific thing that they do. They
Okay.
can scan the inside of my house, not being here. It could be across the country, across the world, even. And be looking into my house and what happens. They don't see anything I'm doing or anything. What they're looking for is spirit energy in the house.
Right.
Okay. I had a friend of mine. "Oh, you got an old man doing a building stuff in the basement," and that's Samuel. Okay, I can hear him working on stuff, pounding away with the hammer, which
Yeah.
there's nobody there, and there's no way that he can be building, building. But I hear it. One time I heard a big door close. I mean, big, solid oak door just slammed shut downstairs. There's no doors downstairs.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where that's coming from, I don't know. Somebody will give me an answer. Oh, it's just noises the house makes. Okay, I'll go along with that. But I seem to think other things. So
Yeah.
and yeah, and then so that's just kind of the stuff where I'm at, and the apps that I'm using will bring some of these voices out, or they'll have a message on the screen where it come up in a word form, with their name or whatever.
Okay.
And so sometimes I'll ask the app, how many spirits are in this house besides me? They'll probably answer me right now, but they don't have anything running. So, but they'll come out with a number within 2 seconds after I ask that question.
Wow.
One time I heard them say 12, and not counting me, there's 12 other spirits here.
Yeah.
And I was working with one app, and it said, there's a married woman in your house. I'm the only one here. There better not be a married woman here. That could be a problem. So I don't know who she is or why she's here. But I don't want to destroy anybody's existence, but I want to know why they're here. That's my main reason for doing this work and trying to figure it out. Have you ever had any kind of experience with energy or spirits?
A few. So, like after my grandmother died, especially, like
Oh, there you go.
there was a few things that happened just because I think she was just checking up on me. And then we actually, my husband and I have gone to a few like ghost tour kind of things. So,
Oh,
like
wonderful.
on our honeymoon, we went to the old jail in Charleston.
Yeah.
And then back in 2020, we went to Waverly Hills in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I had something happen to me at Waverly Hills, something they call it the creeper, I think is what it's called. But I was standing there and something swooped down, and I thought it was a bat, but it basically swooped down and like went off to the side, and there was nowhere for it to go. So I never figured out what it was. So yeah.
But your personal answer, it was a bat. That's it. I'm not gonna say.
Well, I'm that person that wants to like go back and figure out what it was. So,
Really?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, now you want to watch. I'm going to give you a show to watch if you have any time.
Okay.
And you don't do anything on Monday nights. All
Okay.
right. There's a show called Entity Voices Paranormal Evidence.
Okay.
It's on UNX Media. But you look up on YouTube Entity Voices. Yeah, it'll come right up for you.
Okay.
And but I know I met Ron and Lourdes, and I met Chris and Audra. I haven't met Tony and Sheree yet, but I met most of the team in person at Gettysburg, and so I'm gonna say that that's probably your best show to go to. There might be others. You just need to check.
Okay.
But those are really credible people to search out for real evidence.
Okay.
And they're working with a process now called Staticom. Okay. They use a white noise generator.
Mm-hmm.
They use a lot of programs with this process. And they have direct communication, just like a phone call with spirit or with spirits.
Okay.
And so they can ask, like, if you ask for your grandmother to talk to you,
mm-hmm.
She might come through. I don't know if she will, but she might.
Okay.
And there are Chris and Audra, I think they live in North Carolina right now. And so they go to I think they've been to the jail that you're talking about. That's why I know that name.
Okay.
And I know about Waverly because a lot of people told me about Waverly.
Oh yeah, Waverly's Waverly's known by everybody pretty much.
But, I went to Gettysburg Battlefield Bash though, and they have an event every year, like I said. And it's first year I went, and it was amazing. Now I didn't have a whole lot of things happen to me, but the people that I got to meet there was incredible, and to just learn about the fascination of spirit communication, and really understanding what we are dealing with. Because in my point of view, the Bible says, a couple of things. It says, well, when you die, and that's it.
Right.
You don't go floating around the earth and come back and communicate with anybody else. You can't do that. You're gone. You're waiting for judgment, according to what the Bible says.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if we understand what the Bible says 100%. Okay, because in our human minds, in our human physical self here, we're very limited in what we can do. For instance, colors, we only see 256 colors. And that's only if you're not blind or you're not colorblind in some way. In a normal sense, you can only see so many color patterns. Okay.
Yep.
And hearing, you can only hear so much between different frequencies. The spirit world's different. They don't have any limitations like that. Okay.
Right.
And so the point that I'm getting at is that when we formulate an opinion about what we read in the Bible, we might not be looking at it correctly. Okay. Or because we don't have enough information and we might not formulate the right answer.
Right.
But then we got to do more research and discover what we need to know. And so the whole point is don't be so hard on anyone and mostly on yourself. When you have a question about something, don't second guess it. Make your own mind up. And someone's always going to say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that." That's not, but if you need to know something, then get your own, do your research, get your answer, get to know people that are in the business that are doing this semi-professionally. They might not be getting paid for it, but they're doing it on a professional level. We got the people that I'm talking about, entity voices, that they go all over the place and investigate the weirdest things. I don't know if I could do it, personally. I'd be too scared.
Well, I'll definitely check it out. That sounds interesting.
But there is some ways to do that, and you can do that. You can learn through their experiences. That's key.
Okay.
Like with your music, you learned through your experience, your personal experience, and you watch other people do things. I'm going to try that, whatever. Same thing, same exact thing. So, if you're interested in that stuff, check it out.
Okay.
There's a lot of other shows and teams you can look into.
Okay.
If you look on my Facebook, you'll see the groups that I'm connected with, and I'd recommend get connected with everybody. And then some you're gonna trust, some you're not gonna like, and that's fine. You just go with the ones that you want to try. And that's how you learn. And then you'll get to the point where you're gonna have an answer, or you're gonna have more questions.
Oh yeah.
But I think that you always have questions. Do you have any? You did the song "Curious." What else you got? One last song, and then you can call it a night. I know you're about ready to go to sleep now.
And probably one for Genghis as well, since he arrived late.
Oh yeah, Genghis Khan, the Chinese dictator. He got here late. He had so much to do. Genghis Khan. He's running China over there. So.
Okay. Well, let's I'll do a song called "Catfish."
Oh, there you go.
Well, you're painting pretty pictures and walking in your dirty boots. And any way you twist it, I'll still be the one to lose. So don't you get tired of lying. Do you even remember your name? Well, karma has a way of finding you when you get nowhere. Acting like a catfish, making me think you're something that you're clearly not. Using all of your tricks, hoping I'll take the bait in your little pond. But you're nothing but a troll, pulling your lines, bringing unsuspecting hearts. So if you think we're going fishing in the dark, you're nothing but a catfish. You're nothing but a catfish. you gotta keep a list of all the things you say. Soon those alibis, they're gonna come back to play. Don't you get tired of lying? Aren't you scared of being alone? The truth always comes out of hiding, even when you're thinking, whoa. You're nothing but a catfish, making me think you're something that you're clearly not. Using all of your tricks, hoping I'll take the bait in your little pond. But you're nothing but a troll, pulling your lines, breaking unsuspecting hearts. So if you think we're going fishing in the dark, you're nothing but a catfish. You're nothing but a catfish. And you're twisting all those lines, thinking that we won this game. Well, you're about to see it's you that's been played. You're nothing but a catfish, making me think something that you're clearly not. Using all of your tricks, hoping I'll take the bait in your little pond. But you're nothing but a troll, pulling your lines, breaking unsuspecting hearts. So if you think we're going fishing in the dark, you better go and tell your no good cheating eyes. You're nothing but a catfish. You're nothing but a catfish.
Well, just like all the other ones, I like that one too.
Thank you.
I'll tell you a little story. I've gone fishing maybe twice in my life, you know.
Yeah.
The one time I went fishing, and my dad, my brother, and my sister were in this little aluminum boat on the lake in California, and the whole lake there, my sister is the only one that catches the fish. Like, how does that work? She's 2 years younger than I am. My brother's 2 years older than me, and then we had my dad, and of course I'm right in the middle, you know. But why did my sister catch the fish, and none of us got the fish, you know? And yet there should be more fish in that lake, you know. We didn't keep the fish, we threw it back. But anyway, back to the catfish thing. You know, when I was in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I never caught a fish. Technically, I never caught one, and so I went fishing with a friend of mine, and we're on this river, and I can't remember where, somewhere in where near where I lived at, you know, in Kannapolis area, and we go to this park and trees, and we're near a lake, I think. And anyway, I caught the small catfish, first time I caught it, and he said, "Oh, that's too small. You got to throw it back." Oh man, the only one I caught my whole life. So we had to throw it back, you know, no big deal. But then we're over there, and a lightning storm comes up. You know, lightning storms in North Carolina are not the friendliest things.
No, they're not.
And they can have the sheet lightning goes across the sky in the middle of the daytime with no clouds. And that's like the most interesting thing, what you call heat lightning, I guess.
Yep.
Actually. And really fascinating stuff. We don't want to be around it. But anyway, we're sitting there by the lake and taking a break, and lightning hits the middle of the lake. There you go. And we're near the trees, which you don't want to be around trees during lightning storms either, because then lightning can go right down through the root system and you can get killed. There's actually a Boy Scout troop that got killed, a bunch of them, from that exact situation. But anyway, he has a metal cap chair, you know, folding kind, you know, and he has to go back and get that. And his name was Jeff, and I said, "Jeff, just wait till the storm's over. We're sitting in your big Toyota 4Runner with big tires. I don't think we're going to be hurt by the lightning. inside the truck. But he gets out and runs and gets the metal chair,
Yeah.
and the lightning's all over the place. And I'm
Oh
like,
goodness, no.
I'm not gonna go fishing anymore. That's it.
Yeah.
That was just crazy then. That was funny. Um, but yeah, you got some good ideas. Now I've been thinking about something as you were singing that last one. Can I share something with you?
Yeah.
I got a thought and an energy reading from you, if that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing negative. Remember, I do things on a positive. I
Right.
tend to bring a positive message. This is the only thing I'm going to do weird as far as the spirit
Okay.
reading is concerned. All right. So I read auras. You know what your aura is?
I don't know.
Okay. The body gives off every human body and animals too, but I'm talking from a human level.
Mm-hmm.
Every human body gives off an energy.
Right.
When I was younger, I could read people's what they call the aura, the energy aura that is around the body. Every body has one.
Right.
Every human body has one. Normally, I see 3 colors, which is what I've seen in you. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
I'm not trying to be weird. This
No.
is what I've seen, and I need to share this with you because I have a message that popped in my head with these colors.
Okay.
And this is why I got to tell you. And I don't mean to sound intrusive on what you're doing or what you believe in.
No worries.
But if I have a message, I have to share it.
Okay.
Okay. So the 3 colors I see for you,
Mm-hmm.
the first one is orange. So what I see is in the aura colors around the body, I see an outline of the colors
Okay.
around your body. Okay. So what I see is I see 3 different colors, all separated like bands of a rainbow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now there might be more colors, but I see 3 colors when I do these readings. I didn't know I could do this through the internet, but it turns out I was accurate. And what I want you to do, if you're curious about this and it doesn't go against your thinking,
Yeah.
go to someone who can read, who can read. I know in North Carolina there's a few that you probably know that are really good and really honest, and they'll read your aura and they'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
And if you do that, and I get 1 color right, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Just get 1 color right is doing good. And I've gotten 3 right on people.
Okay.
The 3 that I said before. So your primary color is the closest one to your body. That's what I call orange.
Okay.
Now, what that means is you have a lot of ideas. That's coming from your center, from your
Gotcha.
from your inner gut side of things. And you're thinking you have a lot of ideas. You're coming up with new ideas, new thoughts, new things you can do, whether it be ghost hunting or whether it be music or writing new songs about this kind of stuff. I would say formulate anything you do, you can make a song out of it. Okay.
Okay.
So consider that, make a story out of anything. You can then put music to that story, which you already know that. So anyway, so the primary color is orange. Then, if you know anything about, do you know what the chakras are in the body?
I do.
Okay, there's 7
Rose.
yeah, there's 7 primary colors, right, or so. Usually up the center of the body, and then from there, there's dozens of other colors dealing with those main colors. Okay.
Okay.
But in your case, what I see is 3 primary colors: orange,
Mm-hmm.
green. Green is for your heart.
Okay.
So, and then you have blue. Now, what do you think blue is? You remember?
I have no idea.
The blue is your throat, your voice.
Oh. Okay.
So you have the orange, which is the idea. your production center of making new things happen.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Then the birth of new ideas, in other words, that's what I mean by that. So then you have the green, which is your heart. Okay, that means that you care about. Oh,
you still there?
Yep, I'm still there. Oh no, I ran her off, guys.
No, it froze, and I guess it finally
Well,
decided to come back.
Yeah, well, we said the weird things happen with this technology stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean it completely froze, and I was like,
And
"Well, okay."
the funny thing is, I predicted this in March. I said, yeah, and it's going to get weird. A lot of people are going to have technical issues. Everything from computers not working, connection, internet not working. All kinds of weird stuff is going to happen. Audio not working when you're trying to use a microphone. Just be patient, though. You have to go through it. So anyway, so you have the idea production center, which is your innermost area, your gut, your inner self. You're gonna say, "Hey, I want to do this idea," and then you have your heart, which you're a caring. See, there you go, Bobby found that.
Okay, gotcha.
Your caring center is your heart. I don't know if you have kids. I'm guessing you might.
I have
And you love them, obviously, and
yes.
you love people in general. You're a very caring person, and that whether you're a church-going person or not, you're still a caring person, regardless of what your religious
Right.
belief is. So your green color comes through as a secondary color.
Gotcha.
Okay, and your third color again, your voice, your throat. That's for the throat. That would be your voice as well. Okay. So you use that for singing, obviously, and maybe for talking, but you mostly use it for singing. So there you have it. That's your three colors: orange, green, and blue.
And blue. Yep.
Yeah.
And you said most people have 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
And your colors might change the next time if you decide to go to somebody and have them read. It depends on your attitude and whatever's going on in your moment at that time. Okay. Your stress level is going to change. Your color might change, or they might stay the same. But if you go to somebody and you can trust someone, I just want to test this and see if I'm right or not. And if you get a reading and you get a reading for real, and they even say one color that I just said, okay, I'd like you to know, or I'd like you to tell me if that happens.
Okay.
Just as an experiment, I like to try it.
Okay. Sounds good.
But everyone that I've talked to, and I will ask if I can do a reading, and I'll do a reading. And if somebody don't want it, then I don't do it.
Right.
I respect that. Same thing with the tarot card readings or whatever. If somebody doesn't like that, okay, no problem. I'm not going to do that for you.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
I'll respect you, and that way I'm still alive. Nobody's trying to get me. Nobody's sending me hexes or curses or anything like that. Because I am respectful of the spirit world.
Exactly.
I am respectful for people's wishes, and I try to be honest about what I say and how I read. So, but I just have fun with it. I use it for entertainment and information only.
Yeah.
If we do a tarot card reading at any time, and you can ask for one anytime, like later on if you're thinking, oh, maybe I might want to, I'm curious about that. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
And then if not tonight, but in the future, if you want something like that, you just let me know.
Okay.
And I'll be more than happy to do that for you.
Okay. Sounds
good. I don't charge anything for it. It's just out of fun. And I do, if you look at some of my videos, I spend a whole show doing tarot card readings for everybody.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And they always like what I have to share. And I'm usually fairly accurate with what people are going through. Again, I read energy. I
Yeah.
read their inner self thought process. Not that I'm reading your mind. I can just tell your energy. You know, I can tell what you're thinking. As
Right.
far as the energy level is concerned, I'm not going to go as far as to say I can read minds,
Read minds. Yeah. Yeah.
but I can tell energy. I can read energy, which kind of gives me a clue about what's happening.
Gotcha.
You know.
Okay.
So right now you're in a good spot, though. You're in a good spot at this time.
Okay. Well,
So,
good. I'm glad.
and it doesn't matter about the holidays. It doesn't matter about what the world's doing. It doesn't matter about what kind of stuff is going on. You're gonna do all right.
Okay.
You just got to keep focused about what you got to do, and that is take care of you and your family. And you got to keep writing music and sharing your thought, your message, and
Okay.
don't ever stop. You
Okay.
know.
All right.
And if you have, like, you want to research some of the spiritual communication stuff, go with it.
Okay.
You
Okay.
incorporate that in with your music. You know.
Okay.
So, but do it on a serious level. Don't do it, half
Right.
crazy. Do it like you mean it. You know, like intentions.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So hopefully you can find some more spiritual stuff to look up, and that you can make songs out of it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Like a song about a ghost or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you have one like that yet, but anyway.
I don't think I do. I don't think so.
But see, you can write a song about that thing you saw at Waverly. You
I
can write a song like that.
could.
You know?
Good.
So,
Most definitely.
no, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, you can inspire other people to write as well, just with your ability to write. So, I say keep up the good work. And I want you back. I don't know. Everybody else want her back? Anybody? Let's say
I
they all
would.
might have. Okay, Bobby does.
Okay.
People in
Well,
chat
I'll
might have
come
went to
back.
sleep.
I'll come back some point.
Oh, good. I didn't scare you off. That's a good thing. And
No,
hopefully you'll still talk to me on.
yes, I will. I will.
And you can oh look, there's somebody.
Mm,
Oh, okay. I don't know quite what he meant.
thank you.
Yeah, no, he got here late, but he'll go back and look at it. So he'll be all right.
Well, thank
He's
you
in.
so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for responding and filling out the form. And if everyone else is wondering what I'm talking about, I have a form that I posted on Facebook, which I need to put back up there so other people can get it filled out. Real easy. You just put in your name and your email and what day you want to work, what day you want to be on the show, and of course, be able to share your music. Or it's a lot more fun sharing music than just talking, you know. So, but yeah, you can hopefully give a good report to Caden and some of the other people in the circle there. And just let them know, don't be afraid. And if they watch this or they can see it later, hopefully they can be fine with it. I've interviewed, Kimberly Ward, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've interviewed her before. She'll be on again, I think, at some point. Not sure what time or when, but we'll have her on again. She has a couple. I have some of her music that she let me play, so that was cool. And talented. I can't believe. And then Michael Bott band. I interviewed him once, I think, and a few others. I can't remember the names. All of them. There's just so many of them. That great people.
Yeah.
And they're not all strictly country either, but
Right.
yet they can play kind of a little bit of both in a way like you do.
Yep.
So think of a little jingle for us, and
Sure
if
will.
you listen to this, Bobby, play one of those. You can play the UFO one, but play one of the ones I did with some of the other music, and then let her get an example of what I'm talking about for the music. And if you want to speak, of course, you can do that too
Okay.
on a different type of one, but just for the music. Go ahead and play the UFO one first, though, Bobby, and then play one of mine. Now that one there sounds.
Uncle, I'm trying to do a show.
Bobby made that one because his uncle disturbed him a couple times. He lives with his uncle, and then he thought, "Hey, I'll put that in the show." So yeah. Anyway, that sounds like your style. That last one there.
Yeah.
And,
I'll definitely come up with something.
Yeah, you can probably do something like that, and then I can use it on some of those templates I use. The video ones I use a Canva, Canva, and it's a video template you can use for promos and intros, like I just showed you there. And the UFO one, guys on a show called Three Beards Podcast, good friends of mine. They're all in Florida at the moment, but anyway. They made that. They had that one made for me, the UFO one.
Nice.
And then, I liked how as it spins around and the Errt radio comes up on. So
yeah, that was
but yeah. So tell all your friends about Errt radio. Let them know. And if you haven't found the music side of it, check that out, please. If you go to the website, ertradio.com, then you click on that chat icon at the top. Look at the top center of the page. You can click on the chat icon. It has the alien head on it. You got to sign up with your email, and it's super easy. But we have, like I said, I do a music show every morning, 9 a.m. to 11 my time, which is Central Time.
Okay.
And then other things we do during the day, like today we have one called Music with a Theme. The woman's been doing the show. We call it MLOT for short. And she's in Canada, and she's been doing the show for 7 years.
Oh wow!
Every Friday. Yeah.
Nice.
Maureen, a friend of ours, it's in Pennsylvania. She does a show on Thursday night with Anthony Simonelli. They're both investigators of the paranormal.
Okay.
And they've been doing a show called Dimensions of the Supernatural. And they know everybody in the field, I'm telling you. But they've been going for over a year now.
Oh wow!
And every week, every Thursday, Maureen has taken a couple of weeks off, but Anthony still does the show. And then they simulcast the show over to the UK. Okay. And then they also play it a couple more times throughout the week on their channel in the UK. So everyone's seeing, that show, and they're seeing Errt Radio get out there.
Yeah.
And that's pretty impressive in my opinion.
That's awesome.
And so that's what we're trying to do, though, is get out there, And so if you can help me out, that'd be awesome. And I'll definitely share your music, and if you can share our station, we can work together, and who knows what we can do. So
it's like a plan.
If you want, I have see my logo with the Errt Radio and the circle. What the gold is, that's actually gold flakes. As I said, I'm a prospector, so I had to put that in there like that. And actually, Andy did that. Andy did that logo in the UK, but it was my thought process that made that happen. And then he put the flag design in the center, and of course he's in the UK, so he doesn't really like America. But anyway, that's a whole different story. But anyway, I got magnets like that if you want one, or I have stickers, either one.
Okay.
If you want them, I can send some of those bracelets with the magnets or the stickers, either one. And the magnets will go good on like your refrigerator. I have one on my fridge. I got one on the door.
Okay.
Got two on my car. I look like an official someone, And so I have that on one on each side of my car, and it looks like I'm some kind of government official or something. Nice. And so they don't know what is Errt Radio. What is that? After they get to thinking about it, they forget what they're gonna do. So, but I'm, everyone's getting to know who we are here, and I mean, you found us, so that's good.
Awesome.
and you haven't run out of your screaming. You like it, and we have some good conversation. And we ran. Holy crap! We've gone 2 hours already. I didn't go that far. Well, thank you for spending the time here and
Yeah, of
uh,
course.
chatting and playing good stuff. And when you bring your new stuff out, let
Well,
me know. And if you want some time to play,
okay.
we can definitely do it.
Okay.
You don't have to play your whole album at once, obviously, but you can do a few songs, if you want.
Sounds
And
good.
we can work that out. And I still want to do that panel idea with you and get Caden involved, and he can get connected with everybody else like we did last time. I think we're doing a little bit better on the connection issue as far as everybody getting connected on the same time, being able to talk and everything like that.
Okay.
Last time we had a hard time trying to figure it out, but I think we might have it figured out.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal.
And
Yeah. We'll talk to him and we'll get it worked out.
yeah, and I think thanks to Caden and thanks to Form, and I enjoyed meeting you and getting to know you. Well, meeting you this way anyway, at least instead of just chatting, and so actually talking to you, sort of in person.
Yeah.
But anyway, someday we'll go to a real live show and we'll get to know you.
Sounds
And
sounds like a
do
plan.
you have a player on your page, like an audio player?
On my website.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. I was going to
I do.
suggest that.
I do.
Yeah. If you go to my website, you'll see I don't have an active. I do have a player when we're live. Then we can play things, whatever we're playing. But there's links there. Like if you click on the one with the fox, it's for music with theme from my friend Amanda. That I told you about 7 years. You click on that, list of playlists will open up, and it will be some of them are 2 and 3 hours, some 4 hours, I think. She's a big Beatles fan.
Oh,
Okay, and a few other things, and uh, ELO fan. Anything to do with ELO, Beatles, things like that. So she's kind of all over the place on that. But Beatles is her big thing.
awesome. Okay.
But if you go through that list and you find some, if you find one like for 2 hours, and if you got time to listen to it,
Yeah.
listen to what she does. I mean,
I sure will.
she did this show on Friday. Like, oh well, I'll try it for a little bit. We'll see how it works out. She's still going.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
So
Well,
hopefully that's like you, and I'll try it with the. We'll see how this works with this guy, and we'll try it, and then you'll like it. You'll be here 7 years later. You'll still be playing music for us. There you
Yep.
go.
And
And,
it's just search for Errt Radio
mhm.
on Nextword.com or get the
Okay.
Nextword app and search for Errt Radio.
Okay.
Yep.
I will.
Yep.
And just a reminder, speaking of Nextword, we're also on Podbean, YouTube, Facebook, Trouble, Odyssey, and Rumble.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all over the place.
Okay.
Podbean is mostly just talking shows,
Gotcha.
So, but
Okay.
everything else is everything I do, video and music and everything like that. So, yeah, so we're just trying to have fun and get a good message out there if we can. And hopefully we can make somebody's day happy,
Yes.
make somebody smile. I made you smile. There you go. That's a good thing. All right. Well, it's nice meeting you, and
Thanks.
everyone else in chat loves you, and they want you to come back. They love you in a good way, not a weird way.
I
So, and
So
but
we did have Venus, but Goofy, Michael, which is also known as Cali Boss, and Genghis
Okay.
Khan was here. We're all
yeah.
there.
So he had a good.
Venus was here.
Yeah. I can't remember how many the number got it. I think 5 or 6 was watching, so that's good. More
Yeah.
people will watch it though later on. It's recorded. It'll be on my channel forever.
Well,
And
and I'll share it as well. So.
oh, good,
Yep.
wonderful. Well, like I said, you're always welcome. And anytime you want to pop in on a Friday, you get bored and you want to come back and say,
Okay.
"Hey, I feel like playing a show or playing a couple songs for you," And you can be an extra guest or a co-host if you wish. It's up to you.
Thank you.
Just let me know, and we can put you on the panel. And then people, who's that redhead there? What?
Sounds
they'd
good.
they'd be really confused. But anyway,
Oh,
no, you're just a friend, and I like your music, and I want to help you get it out there.
well, thank you.
So
I appreciate it very much.
I'll play it on my station note for sure.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Have a great night.
Yeah. You have a good night too, and Happy New Year.
You too.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right, Bobby, that was nice. I was surprised. Of course, I talked a little bit, but I wanted to make her feel comfortable with being here. And yeah, yep. Thank you, everyone in chat, for being here. And sorry if I talked too long, but I didn't want to make her play everything to Sheila. So I didn't know what else to do. She kind of made me nervous though, because she really showed up, Bobby.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. So, but that's good. I picked a good guest there. Play the
Well, we already made it almost. You want to just you just want to go simple again, huh?
do what?
Let's go simple. Okay.
Uncle, I'm trying to do a show.
All right. Well, everybody, have a great night, and we'll see you in the morning, 9 o'clock, for another episode of Errt Radio Morning Show on Saturday. And we'll do another ghost app test here, probably tomorrow afternoon, right, Bobby?
That's a possibility.
And I like using it. So I got another app I can throw on there. I actually had some points, and I paid for a pro version of another app, and it was I had like 900 points that I could spend, and it's like a $2 or $3 amount for the value of it. So I figured, why not just use the points, and I'll get this app and made a pro version. So I did, and then I don't have the commercials on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So makes it nicer. All right, so we'll have fun with that stuff. I'll do some research tonight, just having fun, but nothing that I'll do live. I'll just do it here, trying it out more, and getting it used to the system. And then when we go live, we'll know what the heck we're doing with it, hopefully. But all right, yep. Have a good night, Bobby. Thank you for being here a little bit longer than I anticipated. But thank you for that. And we'll see everybody on the next one. And hey, if you have nice weather, what do?
Yeah, they're enjoying it.
That's right. All right. Bye for now, and
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for watching.